Inuyashiki 2018 movie explained. Film begins with the main character, Ichiro Inuyashiki. Although Ichiro is very old, he is still the hero of the film. He works very hard for his family, yet his family doesn't respect him. Everyone thinks it's Ichiro's fault that their life is so mediocre. They believe that if he had worked harder, they would be living a much better life. Although Ichiro had dedicated his entire life to providing a good life for his family, even building a home for them, he received no appreciation. No one called him a good man, not at home, not at work, not even among his friends. And with each passing day, his self-confidence waned, and he became increasingly timid. To add to all this, Ichiro's health deteriorated one day, and he went to the hospital, only to discover he had cancer. Hearing this news, Ichiro is devastated and tries to contact his family, but neither his son, his daughter, nor his wife answer his calls. Ichiro couldn't share his grief with anyone. He was also angry that his family didn't have a moment for him. When he comes home, he considers telling them about his illness. But when no one takes any interest in him, poor Ichiro leaves on his own. While wandering, Ichiro finds a stray dog. In his grief, Ichiro falls in love with it, and soon the dog becomes very attached to him. He would feed it daily and spend time with it. The dog was becoming his family. But when Ichiro's wife finds out about the dog, she warns him that if he wants to stay in the house, he'll have to leave the dog far away. Despite his reluctance, Ichiro tries his best to leave the dog behind, but the dog has become too attached to him. When it refuses to leave him, Ichiro decides not to go home that night and instead spends time with the dog outside. He was standing outside a bar at the time, and another boy, Hiro Shishigami, was also there, seemingly just as disturbed as he was. The two of them didn't speak to each other and sat silently when suddenly they saw a bright light coming from the sky. They looked up in surprise. Something strange was up there. Such a craft couldn't have been man-made. It didn't take long for Ichiro and Hiro to realize that the ship coming from above was actually an alien ship. Before they could react, the ship crashed right on top of them, killing them both instantly. The scene then cuts to inside Ichiro's mind. We see many flashbacks running through him and many changes taking place in his body. Suddenly, Ichiro's eyes open, and to everyone's surprise, he is alive. And there is nothing left where the alien ship had crashed. Everything is back to normal, as if no ship had crashed there the previous night. This time, Ichiro feels strangely confident after coming back to life. And without any of his usual fear, he even takes the dog home with him, something he was too afraid to do the previous night. Once inside, he enters the house with newfound courage and gets on with his chores. Ichiro is surprised. Why isn't he feeling as scared as before? On top of this, Ichiro starts feeling extremely hot. He drinks far more water than any normal human could. When the heat still doesn't subside, he goes to his room and starts taking off his clothes. And astonishingly, smoke begins coming out of his body. Terrified, he touches his hand and accidentally presses something, a button, which causes his nail to break off, but there's no blood. Underneath, there's a charging port. He feels something odd on his neck too. Touching it, he finds another button. Ichiro's body has completely changed. Pressing the button, his head opens up like a robot's, and slowly the rest of his body follows. His hands open up into weapons capable of killing, and his waist opens to reveal built-in jets and flying mechanisms. In short, he has become a cyborg, part human, part machine, because of the alien ship crash. While he's still marveling at all this, someone suddenly enters his room, and before they can see anything, his body reverts to normal. Ichiro now knows he's no longer a regular human, but he has no idea what powers he actually has or what he's capable of. The scene then shifts to Hiro, the boy who was with Ichiro when the alien ship crashed. Just like Ichiro, Hiro's body has also transformed. Being tech-savvy, Hiro quickly figures out how his new powers work. He can control electronic devices, fire projectiles from his hands, and much more. He shares this with his friend, who doesn't believe him at first, until Hiro moves a parked car with just a gesture, leaving his friend stunned. We also learn that Hiro is a deeply troubled young man. He dislikes people and has almost no real family, only his mother. His father had left them for money and married another woman, and now maintains a perfect family with her. Whenever Hiro sees them happy together, his need for revenge over what happened to his mother burns even hotter. He feels the world has never given him anything. Meanwhile, early one morning, as Ichiro prepares to leave for work, he spots a wounded pigeon on the road. His heart melts, and as he holds it, he somehow senses exactly what's wrong with it. The powers within his body heal the pigeon instantly, and it flies off. This is when Ichiro first realizes what his new abilities can do. Later, passing a hospital, he hears a mother crying inside. Her son is dying, and she's begging the doctors to save him. Moved with pity, Ichiro touches the child's face, senses his illness, and heals him within seconds. Overjoyed, Ichiro decides then and there to use his powers for good. Hiro, on the other hand, has already decided how he'll use his powers. For revenge. He goes to his old school and terrorizes everyone who ever wronged him, and soon everyone fears him. He starts seeing himself as ruler of the place. He then goes to confront his father's new family, intending to kill them, but pity stops him at the last moment and he leaves without harming anyone, confused as to why he spared people he hates so much. Still consumed by rage, on his way home, Hiro hears a family laughing happily nearby, and his jealousy and fury spike. Without thinking, he walks in and shoots the entire family, just to vent his anger. News of the massacre spreads quickly, and Hiro's friend, realizing Hiro is behind it, is horrified. He never expected something so terrible from him, and cuts ties with Hiro. Back home, Ichiro is humiliated once again. The household is in chaos because his son doesn't want to go to college, and his daughter faces a similar conflict. When his wife brings up the children's issues, the kids retaliate by telling Ichiro that his wife has been seeing someone else. Shocked and exhausted, Ichiro finally breaks down and tells everyone that they're free to live their lives however they choose. He tells his daughter she can switch subjects if she wants, tells his son he doesn't have to study if he doesn't want to, and tells his wife to go wherever she pleases. He won't stop anyone anymore. Yet even after everyone gets what they wanted, the children still aren't happy. They continue to blame Ichiro, insisting that he never truly made their lives better, and that's why they're struggling now. Heartbroken, Ichiro goes to his room and cries, feeling that no matter how much good he tries to do, he never gets the appreciation he deserves. As he weeps, he hears someone else crying nearby, just as broken as he feels. Understanding exactly what it's like to have no one to lean on, Ichiro rushes toward the sound. His jet systems activate on their own, and he flies straight to the boy. It's Hiro's former friend. The boy tells Ichiro everything about Hiro, how he's been terrorizing people since gaining his powers, and reveals that he's seen Ichiro using his own abilities for good. He explains that he doesn't know how the two of them got these powers, but it's clear Ichiro is using his for good, while Hiro is using his for evil. Hiro has become too powerful for anyone else to stop. Ichiro is the only one who can, because their powers are evenly matched. Ichiro is unsure. He doesn't know how to fight or even what his powers really are. The boy offers to train him since Hiro had once explained a lot about these abilities.